Hello and welcome to Oweleketv News. I am Mercy Babajide. The news headlines. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters released names of killed Boko Haram commanders. In business, Navy arrests 14 oil thieves, 210 tons of crude, dismantles 9.6 million liters capacity illegal refinery in Rivers. On the foreign scene, Israel says it will reopen border crossing with Hadid, northern Gaza. And in sports, Super Falcons aim to break Olympics jinx battle Bayana in Abuja. Welcome back. Now the news in details. The Defense Headquarters on Thursday released the names of terrorist kingpins killed during different operations in northern part of the country. The Defense Headquarters noted that the terrorist commanders were killed in operations between January and March 2024. Now, the names of the terror kingpins are Abu Bilal Minuku, Abubakar Mainok, now head of Isafruk province, and Haruna Isiya Boderi. He was described as a notorious terrorist who operated along Birnin Gwari Forest and Kaduna State, as well as the Abuja-Kaduna Highway. The military said it was killed by troops on February 24. Others were Kachala Damina, neutralized on March 24 by troops, alongside over 50 combatants: Kachala Alaji Dai, Kachala Idi, Kachala Kabiru, Kachala Zalaru, and Kachala Balejo Ubangiji Alaji Baldu, among several others. Now, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, revealed the names to journalists during a briefing in Abuja. Moving on, a yet-to-be-identified female died and 2 other persons were injured as an articulated vehicle rammed into pedestrians along the Onitsha-Asaba bridgehead. It was gathered that the accident happened on Thursday, and the cause of the crash was attributed to brake failure. An eyewitness said the vehicle had a brake failure as the driver was descending the River Niger bridge en route to Asaba, adding that he lost control of the vehicle and rammed into pedestrians on the roadside. The Staff Officer Public Education of the Federal Road Safety Corps in Anambra, CA Iyegbuniwe, confirmed the crash in a statement. Iyegbuniwe quoted the sector commander RS 5.3 Oka Corps Commander Adoye Relui as sympathizing with the families of the victims. In another news, the Kano state government has filed an 8-count charge against the immediate past governor of the state, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, for allegedly collecting $200,000 bribe from a contractor, amongst other infractions that emerged yesterday. Now, in news, made efforts to speak with Attorney General of the state, Haruna Dede, last night, but he did not respond to his call or reply to a text message sent to him. Now, there was also no response from those close to Ganduje, who is now the national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. Now, in a charge sheet seen by newsmen and filed before the Kano High Court, the NNPP-led state government said the offense contravened Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission Law 2008. The defendants in the case are Ganduje, Hafsat Umar, Abubakar Bawuro, Umar Abdullahi Umar, Jibrila Mohammed, Lamash Properties Limited, Safari Textiles Limited, and Lesaga General Enterprises. The state government also accused Ganduje of collecting $210,000 kickback from people and entities seeking or holding the execution of Kano state government contracts and or project for the remodeling of Kinti Gwari Textile Market as a bribe through one of the contractor's agents. And now let's go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
In business, operatives of the Nigerian Navy ship Pathfinder in Rivers State have arrested 14 suspected crude oil thieves in Degama local government area of the state. The commander, NNS Pathfinder, Commodore Desmond Igbo, said the suspects were arrested on Wednesday while stealing crude oil from well 15 in oil mining lease oil field. Belonging to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, that's NNPCL, in a creek around Elem Karakara community in Degama local government area. Commodore Igbo, who spoke shortly after conducting journalists around the site where the illegal acts were committed on Thursday, said operatives of the base also uncovered 16 illegal crude oil refining sites with the capacity of producing up to 9.6 million liters of automated gas oil, popularly known as diesel. Now, while 1.5 million liters of agro and 3 wooden boats laden with about 210 metric tons of crude were arrested. Still in business, import of raw materials into the country rose by 25% to 3 trillion naira in 2023. This is according to the foreign trade statistics data published by the National Bureau of Statistics. The major raw materials imported during the period included cane sugar, other lubricating oils meant to be mixed further. Now, preparations of milk containing vegetable fats and oils, mixtures of odoriferous substances, sheets for veneering, among others. Conversely, Nigeria could only export raw materials worth 1.8 trillion naira between 2022 and 2023, now recording a 3.6 trillion naira balance of trade. The Chief Executive Officer of the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, Muda Yusuf, linked the increase in raw material imports in naira terms to the depreciation of the naira. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has said that its members have lost at least 1.5 trillion naira in the last 6 months to forex-related transactions. The Director General of MAN, Segun Ajayi Kadir, made the disclosure to journalists on Monday. The revelation came amid dissent by manufacturers that, contrary to claims made by the Central Bank of Nigeria that all valid forex requests had been cleared, several manufacturers still have pending dollar requests, some of which have been left unattended for an extended period. Now, 2 weeks ago, the CBN announced it had successfully cleared all valid foreign exchange backlogs, effectively eliminating a legacy burden. The announcement was made by the bank's acting director of corporate communications, CD Ali, in a statement made available to newsmen. The bank said it completed the payment of $7 billion, resolving obligations to bank customers, thereby clearing the residual balance of the FX backlog. Now, the statement partly read, the Central Bank of Nigeria announced that all valid foreign exchange backlogs have now been settled, fulfilling a key pledge of the CBN Governor, Mr. Olayemi Kadoso, to process an inherited backlogs of $7 billion in claims. Up next are stories on the foreign scene. After the short break, to stay with us.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back now to stories on the foreign scene. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office announced the plans just hours after President Joe Biden told him that future U.S. support for the war in Gaza depends on Israel taking more action to protect civilians and aid workers. Israel on Friday said it has taken steps to increase the flow of humanitarian aid into the Gaza Strip, including reopening a key border crossing into East northern Gaza. Now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office announced the plans just hours after President Joe Biden told him that future U.S. support for the war in Gaza depends on Israel taking more action to protect civilians and aid workers. The announcement did not elaborate on quantities or types of items to be let in. Now, still, despite their differences, the Biden administration has continued to provide Israel crucial military aid and diplomatic support for Israel's 6-month war against Hamas. Israel faces growing international isolation after its forces killed 7 aid workers helping deliver food in Gaza. The Palestinian death toll soared above 33,000 people on Thursday, with another 75,600 wounded, Gaza's health ministry said. The ministry doesn't differentiate between civilians and combatants in its tally, but says women and children make up 2/3 of the dead. In entertainment, popular Nigerian social media personality Idris Okoye, known as Bobrisky, is set to appear before a federal high court in Lagos on charges of naira abuse and failing to declare his company's financial activities. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission filed a 6-count charge against Bobrisky yesterday. The first 4 counts accuse him of naira abuse by spraying money at social events. The remaining counts allege money laundering related to his company, Bob Express. The 4 counts were said to have contravened Section 21, subsection 1 of the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Act 2007. Bobrisky is accused of violating the Central Bank of Nigeria Act by tampering with naira notes on 4 separate occasions between July 2023 and March 2024. The EFCC alleges he sprayed a total of 490,000 at various social gatherings. In sports, after a long wait, the Super Falcons and Bayana will face off today as both countries battle for a spot in the women's football event at the 2024 Olympic Games tickets in Paris. Nigeria and South Africa are arguably the 2 best women's football squads in Africa clash in a 2-legged affair as they battle for one of the 2 tickets from Africa for the Paris 2024 Olympics women's football event. The first of 2 matches will take place today at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja, followed by the second contest on Tuesday, April 9th in Pretoria, South Africa. While Nigeria is looking to make a return to the Olympics after a 16-year absence, having last featured in the women's football event at the Olympics in Beijing 2008, the South Africans are eager to put the 2020 disappointment behind them after failing to qualify for the event in Tokyo. And that's a wrap on the news. Now, before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. The Nigerian Defense Headquarters released names of killed Boko Haram commanders. In business, Navy arrests 14 oil thieves, 210 tons of crude, dismantles 9.6 million litres capacity illegal refinery in Rivers. On the foreign scene, Israel says it will reopen border crossing with Hadid, northern Gaza. And in sports, Super Falcons aim to break Olympics jinx battle Bayana in Abuja. And that's all on the package on the news bulletin. Kindly follow us on all our social media pages at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv. I am Mercy Babajde. Many thanks for watching.